There are people who do everything all at once, and then there are people who do one thing all the time. If you happen to be of the first kind, you're going to be pretty average. If you are the second kind, you can change the world. The One Thing by Gary Keller. Bruce Lee said, "I don't fear the man with 1,000 kicks. I fear the man who's practiced a single kick 1,000 times." This book is about practicing that one kick. A lot of us like to feel busy. We have flurries of activities that make us feel like we are actually accomplishing something. We make elaborate to-do lists, checking them off one by one, getting that dopamine rush that you get from accomplishing your tasks. But is that really useful in the long run? I used to do this all the time. If I had to study, I would feel very busy going out and buying the best notebooks and pens to use to make my notes. I would then meticulously prepare a cup of coffee to help with concentration. I would find study music on YouTube to help me learn. Then, 2 hours later, when I finally sat down to study, I felt very good about myself, even though I had done absolutely nothing meaningful up until that point. The One Thing is about figuring out what your one thing is and then going all out on it. And all you need is to use the following template. What is the one thing that I need to do for blank? So imagine that you're looking for a job in marketing and sales. Instead of going to 100 networking events, half-assing your resume, searching online, and busying yourself with all these flurries of activities, ask yourself, what is the one thing that I need to do in order to stand out from the crowd who are also applying for the same job? And then do that. Yes, we do need to tend to other things as well. If you're applying for a job, you will also have to make a resume, talk to people, network, etc. But all of that is not nearly as important as doing your one thing. This ties in perfectly with the Pareto principle. 80% of the results come from 20% of the things that you do. Here's the thing though, when you do start attacking your one thing, it's not going to give results immediately. The author talks about the domino effect that your effort will have and how it will compound over time. That's the power of geometric progression. There's a great way to think about it. If you improve by 1% every day, you will be 37 times better than where you started. That's a lot of improvement. You don't have to do much every day. All you have to do is focus on your one thing and then stick to it. Ask yourself, what is the one thing that I need to do in order to get where I want to be in life? Ask that from yourself for all areas of your life, and then do that. Gary Keller used the 10,000 hour principle Malcolm Gladwell uses in his book called Outliers. Basically, you need to work for 10,000 hours at something in order to achieve mastery in it. It basically boils down to about 4 hours a day for 10 years. So do your one thing for 4 hours every weekday. Take a day off every week and plan ahead. Success is that simple and it is that hard. The book describes 6 lies that we've been told by society. I'm going to run through them really quickly, and all you have to do is remove them from your mindset. 1. Everything matters equally. It doesn't. Your one thing is the most important. 2. Multitasking. It's not possible without significant loss of productivity. We enter what is called a flow state of maximum creativity an hour or two into any activity. Multitasking makes that impossible. 3. A disciplined life. You don't need to be disciplined your entire life, just long enough, around 66 days, for something to become a habit. It doesn't take discipline to brush your teeth every day. Willpower is always on will call. No matter how many motivational videos you watch, you have a certain amount of willpower every day. It's the highest when you wake up and the lowest before sleeping. Use it wisely. Do your one thing in the morning for maximum benefit. 5. A balanced life. It's overrated. What you really need is to decide your priorities and excel at those. The idea is to counterbalance your work and life. You should decide your one thing in both those areas and go all out on those. 6. Big is bad. Big businesses are bad. Big corporations are evil. Big dreams are hard to achieve. The world tells us that big is either a bad thing or impossible to achieve. That's not true. Decide what your one thing is and attack it from all sides. If you decide that working on your book is the best way to achieve financial independence, block out 4 hours every day to do just that and then do everything else. Model your life around your one thing. This is the one kick that you have, as Bruce Lee said, that everyone will be afraid of. This book is laid out in a way that makes it easy for you to learn the concepts. It's very friendly to the reader. It really shows you how to implement the concepts of the one thing in various areas of your life. Please check it out. Like and subscribe for more.